The suction power in the mouth of this creature is about 4 times that of your normal home vacuum cleaner. What it's doing right now is just investigating around with those jawless lips. It's called a suctorial disc. Ooh, he's got a hold there. Now, the mouth is rather malleable, and in that mouth are around 150 cone-shaped teeth. They use those teeth to lock into place. Now, typically, they're feasting upon fish. When they grab onto that fish, remember, fish is slimy. You've got to get good purchase if you're hoping to hold on, and then eventually allowing that raspy tongue, which works almost like a boring drill, to work through the scales and the skin of the fish before they get down. Oh, wow, that is a crazy feeling. Oh, I can feel it definitely grinding away at my skin. Oh, starting to notice a little bit of pain now at this point. Okay, so as they rip through the scales, and the flesh of the fish, eventually an anticoagulant that they release from their saliva allows them to slurp down the blood and the bodily fluid. Oh, wow, I can definitely feel something going to town there. Similar to the leeches, I can feel that tongue working around on my skin, and the suction, my goodness, I would say that's more powerful than 4 times a vacuum cleaner. It is pulling my skin up and into its mouth. Yowzers, okay, that is an uncomfortable feeling. Now, the difference between the lamprey and a leech is that the leech had these little jaws that were kind of in the shape of the Mercedes-Benz logo that would slice into your body. Of course, that anticoagulant and the numbing agent didn't allow me to feel anything. I don't think that there's a numbing agent that's being involved in the grasp of the lamprey. Yeah, wow, it is really, it is really digging in at this point. Ooh, yeah. Something's happening. Wow, that suction is unreal. Yep, something's happening. Something is definitely happening. Oh, it's grasping down tighter. Now, what's interesting about the teeth, okay, it let go, so I want to get a good look at yowzers. That, man, that just makes my whole body squirm. And when that thing pops off, it's like a really strong suction cup just coming off of my arm. Look at the way that the teeth curved into my skin and suctioned on. You can see where those jawless lips were locked in place, and right there is where all of those teeth were digging in. Okay, so the last test, the ultimate test, is now going to be to hold this fish fillet underwater with my hand and see if they can tell the difference between the fillet and my hand. So this is going to be fish, flesh, and oils mixed together with my hand. Let's see if they go for that. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Hand and fish fillet going back in to the piranha tank. 1, 2. Oh, it doesn't get any easier. 3. What I'm doing is actually wiggling the fillet around just a little bit. Try to give them that motion, that movement that, as we've read, piranha are drawn into things that are splashing and struggling. So if I use my hand to make the fillet look like a struggling prey item, will that evoke an attack? They honestly want nothing to do with my hand or the fish fillet. So what I'm gonna do now is drive my hand and the fillet into the school of fish and see what happens. Slowly. You guys hungry? Free feast. Human hand, half price, fish fillet. Free to consume. Anybody even want to try a taste test? Just one little bite. Anybody gonna go for it? 6 fish. 6 fish, 6 chances for a bite. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. At this point, I'm completely at ease with my hand being inside of the piranha's tank. You've got 3 fish on one side, 3 fish on the other. They want absolutely nothing to do with the fish fillet or with my hand. Okay, hand and fish fillet coming up and out of the water. No bites on the fillet, no bites on my hand. Perhaps the rumors that piranha are bloodthirsty, ravenous, flesh-eating killers is nothing more than a rumor. Typically, they're thought of as being carnivores, but truth be told, they're really omnivores. Piranha will eat berries, nuts, and pretty much anything that they can scavenge upon. It's a misnomer in many instances that piranhas will just strip something of its flesh if it's already alive and turn it into a feast. Now, it is fair to say that this is a controlled setting, and these fish have been raised in captivity. So will piranha in the wild behave differently? I'm not sure. Every year there are said to be around 200 piranha bites in the wild. However, these bites are minor. Generally, these fish are shy and quick to flee, especially if larger animals like a human enter into their watery environment. So while their teeth may be razor sharp, and their notorious reputations always define them as bloodthirsty Hollywood horror creatures, piranha simply desire to be left alone.